In the middle of a quiet night, under the sprawling canvas of stars, a strange and unearthly light descended from the heavens, painting the forest in a shimmering hue that seemed to pulsate with life. A lone traveler named Daniel was making his way through the woods, his boots crunching softly against the leaves beneath. When the glow caught his attention, he froze, his heart pounding like a drum as he turned to face the inexplicable phenomenon. Standing amidst the otherworldly light was a figure unlike anything he had ever seen. She was tall and elegant, with skin that seemed to shimmer like liquid silver. Her eyes were vast and deep, glowing faintly with an ethereal blue that seemed to pierce through the fabric of reality itself. Her presence was magnetic and terrifying all at once. Daniel took a cautious step forward, his instincts screaming at him to run, yet his curiosity overpowering his fear. The air felt charged, as if the very molecules around her danced to an unheard melody, her gaze fixed upon him, unblinking and intense. "Do you recognize me, human?" The words reverberated not in the air, but inside his mind. The voice was neither male nor female, but something far more profound. It carried the weight of knowledge and a history that spanned countless eons. He stammered, unable to articulate a response, his thoughts racing. "Who are you? What are you doing here?" His mind screamed questions, yet his lips refused to form them. She tilted her head slightly, as if considering his silence. Then she stepped forward, her movements fluid like water, her feet barely making contact with the ground. "You have forgotten, but I remember," her voice continued, resonating deep within him as if she spoke directly to his soul. "I have watched your kind for millennia. I have seen your rise, your triumphs and your failures. I have seen you gaze upon the stars with wonder, and yet fail to comprehend the infinite possibilities that lie beyond." Her words carried an undeniable gravity that made Daniel feel small, as though the very universe had turned its gaze upon him and found him wanting. He tried to move, to speak, but he felt paralyzed, not by fear, but by the weight of her presence, as if time itself had slowed to accommodate her existence. She reached out her hand towards him, palm open and facing upward. It was not an invitation, but a command. He felt an invisible force compelling him forward, his body moving of its own accord, as if drawn by an invisible thread. His hand met hers, and a wave of energy surged through him. It was neither pain nor pleasure, but something entirely alien, a sensation that defied description. In that moment, images flooded his mind, galaxies swirling in their cosmic dance, planets being born and dying, civilizations rising to greatness, only to crumble into dust. He saw the history of the universe unfold before him, not in seconds, but in a timeless expanse where moments and eternity were one. When the vision subsided, he collapsed to his knees, gasping for air. The world around him felt different, sharp, or vivid, as if he had been blind to its true nature until now. She stood over him, her gaze softer now, but no less penetrating. "You are part of something greater," she said. "You and your kind are threads in the tapestry of existence, each one connected to the other, and to the fabric of the cosmos. But you have forgotten this truth, consumed by your own small concerns and fleeting desires." Daniel finally found his voice, though it was shaky and uncertain. "Who are you? Why are you showing me this?" "I am a traveler, like you," she replied, her tone carrying a hint of sadness. "But I come from a place far beyond your understanding, a realm where time and space are but whispers in the void. I have come to remind you of what you have lost, to awaken the spark of understanding within you." He struggled to process her words, to grasp the enormity of what she was saying. His mind rebelled against the logic of it, yet his soul felt a deep resonance, as if some buried part of him recognized her truth. "But why me?" he asked, his voice trembling. "Why not someone wiser, stronger, more important?" She knelt before him, her glowing eyes locking onto his. "Because you are willing to see. Because your heart, though burdened by fear, is open to wonder. And because every great journey begins with a single step." As she spoke, the light around them began to dim, the forest returning to its natural state. Her form began to fade as though she were dissolving into the very fabric of the universe. Daniel reached out to her, panic surging within him. "Wait, don't go. I have so many questions." Her voice lingered in his mind as her form disappeared. "Remember what you have seen, human, and let it guide you. The answers you seek are within and beyond the stars." And then she was gone. The forest was silent once more, save for the rustling of leaves and the gentle breeze. Daniel sat there for what felt like hours, staring at the spot where she had stood, his mind a whirlwind of emotions and thoughts. In the same way, the stars held a new meaning, their light a reminder of the vastness of existence and his place within it. He began to seek out knowledge, to learn about the cosmos, about humanity, and about himself, driven by a newfound purpose, urging him to explore, to question, and to remember. And so he did, embarking on a journey that would take him to the farthest reaches of understanding and beyond, all the while carrying the memory of the alien woman who had appeared out of nowhere and changed his life forever.